एंड ये लोग, ये दो ओपनर्स ना भाई, ये लोग एक छोटू एक लंबू मिलके
हाँ
लॉरेल एंड हैडी जैसे मारते रहते हैं हमको।
अच्छा
किसी ना किसी पे माता आ जाती है, पता नहीं सडनली। फिर स्वीप रिवर्सिव कर लेते हैं ये लोग। तो
यार
मतलब
यस
जब माता चढ़ती है इनको बुमराह को भी नहीं छोड़ते, बुमराह को भी पेल लेते हैं।
जब तक ऋषभ पंत नहीं आता तब तक अपने को मांजरेकर ने बोला आई
हाँ
थिंक इंडिया हैज फाउंड अ गुड विकेट कीपर बैट्समैन फॉर नाउ बोलते हैं ना कि ये लेवल पे आके इट्स नॉट योर टेक्निक इट्स नॉट एनीथिंग इट्स बिटवीन योर इयर्स राइट इट्स योर
करेक्ट
मेंटल दिस थिंग कि कहता है भारत वाज क्लियरली प्लेइंग फॉर हिज प्लेस शुभमन गिल
करेक्ट
लुक्स लाइक समथिंग लाइक दैट राइट तो ध्रुव जुरैल चाहे सरफराज फॉर दैट मैटर
या
they basically looked free and just
या
go out there and express yourself right तो
या
भी मैंने राजीव शुक्ला का ट्वीट देखा who's कांग्रेस का एमपी है he's been the Indian team manager he
करेक्ट
basically said that Ashwin ka mom had to be hospitalized so I know ज्यादा न्यूज़ नहीं था but राजीव शुक्ला is a source that you can rely on
या
he has information हेलो दोस्तों वेलकम टू द नाइट वॉचमैन पॉडकास्ट पीपी भाई डे 2 खत्म हो गया है डे 3 चालू होने वाला है क्या बोलते हो डे 2 मैं यार हम पीपी हम
हाँ
सेशंस वाइज ब्रेकअप करते हैं करना है क्या डे 2 का
भाई सेशन मतलब फर्क ही नहीं पड़ रहा है क्योंकि इंग्लैंड इंग्लैंड काइंड ऑफ हैमर्ड अस, तो मेरे को फर्क, आई डोंट थिंक सेशन वाइज कुछ डिस्कस करने के लिए है। आई थिंक इट वाज बेसबॉल ऑल द वे। बट
यप
भाई डे 2 से जाने से पहले मैंने
हाँ
सुना कि हमारे सब्सक्राइबर्स 2 से 4 हो गए अभी, इसलिए अभी 2 माइक भी आ गए हमारे
नहीं नहीं
पॉडकास्ट में। हाँ?
नहीं नहीं नहीं
कितने सब्सक्राइबर हो गए अभी? हाँ?
भाई देखो अलग अलग सोशल मीडिया अलग अलग चीज अपने पास इंस्टाग्राम पे 25 सब्सक्राइबर है ऐसा नहीं है कम
25 है।
नहीं
हाँ
है
भाई, हाँ।
25
हाँ,
बट सब्सक्राइबर्स बढ़ेंगे धीरे धीरे बढ़ेंगे कोई नहीं है
बट
क्योंकि
बट माइक आ गए हमारे पॉडकास्ट स्टूडियो सेटअप।
स्टूडियो सेटअप अभी और आगे बढ़ेगा स्टूडियो इसका अपना ग्रीन स्क्रीन वगैरह लगेगा अभी तो
सब करेंगे, सब करेंगे। बट या कमिंग बैक टू अपना टेस्ट मैच, इंग्लैंड डोमिनेटेड द एंटायर डे। ब्रेक
Yeah.
डाउन करने की जरूरत नहीं है, बट
नहीं
एज वी प्रेडिक्टेड और वी वर एक्सपेक्टिंग कि 450 में बंडल हो
एज
जाएगा।
यू प्रेडिक्टेड मैं होप कर रहा था 500 जैसे
मैं भी
तूने
होप
बोला
कर रहा था ज्यादा, बट मेरे को लगा कि बॉटम ऑर्डर कुछ है ही नहीं, अक्षर पटेल भी नहीं है, तो 445 वो भी आई थिंक बुमराह ने 2 लप्पे मारे, 2-3 लप्पे मारे लास्ट में, वरना 400 में वी वर गेटिंग बंडल्ड। सो बट इट लुक्ड लाइक अ गुड स्कोर, राइट? 450 इज नॉट लाइक अ बैड स्कोर,
इट
बट
डज
जिस हिसाब
या
से इंग्लैंड ने बैटिंग किया, एंड ये लोग, ये 2 ओपनर्स ना भाई, हेडन गिलक्रिस्ट के टाइप आके मारते रहते। आई नो गिलक्रिस्ट
हाँ
डिड
यार
ओपन इन टेस्ट क्रिकेट, बट ये लोग एक छोटू एक लंबू मिलके
हाँ
लॉरेल एंड हैडी जैसे मारते रहते हैं हमको।
पॉइंट सही है तेरा क्योंकि तू एक्चुअली इट्स फनी वी से दैट बट एक राइटी है एक लेफ्टी एक लंबा है एक थोड़ा शॉर्ट है तो लाइन भी अलग हो जाता है लेंथ भी अलग हो जाता है बॉलर्स के
करेक्ट।
लिए तो वो भी एक फैक्टर है और प्लस अल्ट्रा एग्रेसिव है राइट बेन डकेट एक बार बेन डकेट खेलता है तो ये शांत हो जाता है जैक क्रॉली खेलता है तो ये शांत हो जाता है तो अच्छा
किसी ना किसी पे माता आ जाती है, पता नहीं सडनली। फिर स्वीप रिवर्सिव कर लेते हैं ये लोग। तो
यार
मतलब
यस
जब माता चढ़ती है इनको बुमराह को भी नहीं छोड़ते, बुमराह को भी पेल लेते हैं ये लोग।
अरे यार बुमराह को क्या सेकंड टेस्ट मैच में भी क्या फर्स्ट इनिंग में छोड़ा नहीं था वो तो एक पॉइंट के बाद चल वो हो गया बट वो
करेक्ट।
छोड़ते नहीं है ये लोग यार
भाई कुछ ना कुछ स्ट्रेट स्ट्रेट सॉरी फास्ट बॉलर को डाउन द विकेट मारते, स्पिनर्स को झाड़ू लगाते हैं लोग। तो रिवर्स स्वीप क्या, डिफरेंट टाइप्स के रिवर्स स्वीप मारा है इसने। रिवर्स स्वीप टुवर्ड्स फाइन, रिवर्स स्वीप टुवर्ड्स स्क्वायर लेग, रिवर्स स्वीप
रिवर्स
टुवर्ड्स
स्कूप
फ्रंट टर्न विकेट, रिवर्स स्कूप भी था वो ऑलीपॉप का, सब है।
लॉलीपॉप का तो खैर ये सब बहुत यार बट एक एक हमने डे वन के लिए बात किया था भरत का राइट भरत डिड नॉट मेक इट तो एक ये मैसेज ये था कुछ तो सोशल मीडिया पे देखा ध्रुव जुरैल ने 46 बनाया भरत का 60 टेस्ट मैच में हाईएस्ट स्कोर 44 है ये डेब्यू में 46 बना के गया है तो जब तक ऋषभ पंत नहीं आता तब तक अपने को मांजरेकर ने बोला I think India has found a good wicket-keeper batsman for now. ठीक है, चलो.
नहीं सही. I think you look very confident, look compact. मैंने बैटिंग देखा नहीं था उसका. I know you told कि और IPL से आया है, but he didn't have any aggressive IPL mindset. He was playing proper Test cricket, respecting the balls, and he was not taking the attack to the opposition. He was just waiting for bad balls, and he knew that the spinners were inexperienced in English bowling lineup, right? So short ball or full toss का wait करता रहा, and he punished that. So kudos to him. I know he couldn't make a 50, but at least he got 46. One more than Bharat has ever made in Test cricket.
Two more than Bharat.
2 more than, okay.
But यार एक बोलता है ना कि ये लेवल पे आके it's not your technique, it's not anything, it's between your ears, right? It's your mental this thing कि कहता है. Bharat was clearly playing for his place. Shubman Gill looks like something like that, right? तो Dhruv Jural चाहे Sarfaraz for that matter, they basically looked free and just go out there and express yourself, right? So
no, I think two different styles of cricket. Both were doing making their debuts. Sarfaraz was a little more aggressive because that comes naturally to him, and Dhruv was a little more traditional cricket. But both worked, right? Both scored runs. So kudos to both of them. Whatever is your way, score runs. End of the day.
PP 434 whatever 450 odd just shy of 450 हो गया. यार England basically third session में were going at 6 runs per over, right? वो लोग ने कुछ 170 मारा 30 odd overs में. तो where does India go from here? In the sense, I know I'm talking about like इनको out कैसा करना है?
Oh, पहले तो we lost Ashwin because of I don't know if you saw the news कि there is some family emergency and he had to leave the test match in between. We wish him all the best and hope family is in good health. Don't know the details.
On that VP मैंने राजीव शुक्ला का tweet देखा, who's Congress का MP है. He's been the Indian team manager. Correct. He basically said that Ashwin ka mom had to be hospitalized. So I know ज़्यादा news नहीं था, but Rajiv Shukla is a source that you can rely on. He has information. So I think uska mom had to be rushed to the hospital. That's why he had to leave immediately. And his participation, he's not going to participate any further in the test match. So you're right. Like we wish him and his family well.
Yeah, but I also quick 30 seconds ki yaar, cricket is celebrated sport in India, but good to see players prioritizing their family because end of the day, I don't want to make it sound like kabhi khushi kabhi gum ki bhai family is all that matters.
But it is important, right?
Yeah, and wish him all the best. But
the 500, Before we talk about England and all, Ashwin 500.
It's a elite club. Not many. I mean, there are so many superstar bowlers who have come and we have seen come to you and I since 80s, 90s and much before that as well. But very few people have. I think 9 bowlers have. 9 bowlers are 500 club. Out of which, if I remember it, in spinners Shane Warne, Muralidharan, Anil Kumble, Nathan Lyon, and now Ashwin. Fast bowlers mein McGrath, Walsh, and then the two legends of English cricket, Stuart Broad and Anderson.
Yep.
Right?
Nathan Lyon ने एक video message डाला for Ashwin, wishing him well for the 500 and congratulating him for 500 and welcoming him in the club, which was nice to see.
Hey Ash, just want to say a massive congratulations on taking 500 Test match wickets. It's been an incredible journey to watch. I've got nothing but respect for the way you've gone about it and your skill level. It's been amazing to compete against you, but also learn off you. So, mate, congratulations and plenty more to come.
Nathan Lyon और Ashwin का काफी है. They follow each other, they talk to each other, they share notes. Seems like they do on the field नहीं, but off the field they are
off spinners club है उनका.
है बिल्कुल है, which is good to see.
Yeah, but good. I think, Ashwin had to come through the. I mean, Harbhajan was the main spinner, and then he did that. He replaced Harbhajan, and then after that, so many players came. Jadeja was main spinner. Ashwin has missed so many test matches, and I think he's the second fastest to get the 500 wickets, if I'm not wrong. 87 test matches, 90. I don't know, behind Muralidharan, if I'm not wrong, in terms of number of test matches
हाँ
to get 500 wickets. So he's initially people questioned him saying, okay, he's a
IPL.
subcontinent bowler and he couldn't play in Sena countries, being South Africa, England, New Zealand,
Yeah.
Australia countries. But he's proved everybody wrong, and he's that kind of a guy who will punch above his weight and
Oh yeah.
he'll deliver more than what potentially his talent is, right? But yeah,
Yep.
congratulations to him. And we were discussing something else before we went to Ashwin. क्या बात कर रहे थे हम लोग?
But नहीं अपन एक second Ashwin पे, right? So Ashwin is the fastest Indian to 50 wickets, 100, 150, 200, 250, 300, 354, so up until 500. He's the fastest Indian every 50 wickets.
Wow.
That is number one. दूसरा अश्विन का end of the day interview दिखा रहे थे. You know, he mentioned a story कि कैसे Murli was playing for Chennai Super Kings, right?
Correct.
But Murli did not want to bowl. Dhoni wanted Murli to bowl with a new ball. Murli को नहीं करना था. Ashwin took the opportunity, new ball से डाला, and that is basically how he came into recognition. People, you know, noticed him. और वो बोल रहा था कि मेरा domestic record was good. I was doing well. But यहाँ पे मेरे को लोगों को पता चला मेरे बारे में, and I
Correct.
took that chance of taking a new ball. So it's just, you know, taking your opportunities also, right? Being at the right place, I guess.
Yeah, I think it is. हम business में बोलते हैं market entry strategy क्या है तेरा, मतलब do what nobody is doing and find a spot even if there are legends around you. Murli
Correct.
didn't want to do it. He did it and he clicked and made a name for
There you
himself.
go.
And then
And he's a
there you
legend
go.
now.
Yeah.
Right? ठीक है, PP. Let's talk about interesting things that have happened. LBW हुआ एक, Ollie Pop. Where do you stand with that LBW? Because as usual, ऐसा कुछ होता है. The English media, English players, they jump on it. But where do you stand with that? Where context देते हुआ क्या?
तो पहले I think Siraj he was coming up with a new spell and then Siraj bowled an indie pour and पैर को लगा. It looked like
Correct.
it hit above the knee roll, which is typically a guidance for umpires. Again, depends on the pitch and the bounce of the pitch and all that, but typically a marker, right? And umpire gave it not out, and then India reviewed it, and it looked like, okay, hey, again it showed that it hit above the knee roll, but then the Hawkeye showed, not Hawkeye, जो भी ball tracker showed कि it's hitting the stumps, right? It's hitting the corner of the stumps, almost leg stump.
It's hitting the bail.
It's hitting the bail, but 50% is still below the bail, right?
Correct.
So it's hitting as edge as possible on a stump near the bail. So I think Stuart Broad, I think he tweeted or Instagram में कहीं तो लिखा कि यार, I see it as it should have missed the leg stump or gone high or something like that, right?
Correct.
So I don't know if it's being crybaby or what, but Stuart Broad is a nice guy, so I don't think he's a cribber, but he just wants to create some banter or I don't know what, but I mean, again, Ollie Pop is not a tall guy. He's not Zach Crawley, a short guy, right? So
Yes.
I don't know if we can question it too much. I think it was out. So shouldn't debate it further and give any fire to this, give any air to this fire in terms of
There is no fire.
आगे बढ़ाने का. There is no fire.
There is no fire.
Yeah.
एक तो yes ऊपर लगा, pitch में ज़्यादा bounce नहीं है. Ollie Pop is not ये जैसे तूने बोला is not Zach Crawley. So let's not question the technology. Out था, let's move on, right? So that's where we are. Okay. Let's quickly looking ahead by anything else that you want to talk about during the day, or let's go to
looking ahead से पहले भाई ये every innings में कोई ना कोई नया बंदा आता है और मार के चला जाता है. So I think अपना ये Duckett, right?
Yeah, how are you missing Ben Duckett?
Ben Duckett, छोटू बंदा rocket pocket, क्या मारता है? I think only one thing I would say is कि यार Ashwin ना bowling करने के लिए against Duckett was a really good guy because Ashwin likes bowling against left-handers and Duckett is not very comfortable against Ashwin. But Ashwin was brought into bowling only after Duckett scored 50. उससे पहले कुलदीप आया, बहुत सारे लोग आए. I don't know what happened. Is it because Zach Crawley attacks Ashwin a lot and he didn't want to expose? But again, the combination of Zach Crawley and Duckett, they look after each other somehow. And I think it was a miss from Rohit Sharma's side, I would say. But irrespective, I think Ben Duckett, fantastic innings. 39 balls, 50 mara. Then I don't know right now at 120 strike rate पे खेल रहा है. Hats
Correct.
off यार. Pass ball कुछ तो कर रहा है ये लोग.
करेक्ट वो लोग का की क्या है पता है, स्पिनर्स को वो लोग सेटल नहीं होने देते बेसिकली. स्पिनर्स को उन्होंने सेटल होने दिया ना एक रिदम में, तो फिर बट हर स्पिनर अपना 5-6 रन पर जा रहा है, अश्विन भी जा रहा है. So that is their strategy. Reverse sweep मारो, right? Conventional sweep, reverse sweep, ये वो पूरा उनका basically length बिगाड़ देते हैं, right? That is what they're doing. But again, brilliant innings, यार. Brilliant innings. Like it is not easy to come to India and do something like this to Indian spinners, experienced Indian spinners like Ashwin और ये यार इतना विकेट निकाला है टेस्ट मैचेस में, तो looking ahead, BP, अब क्या है? What do you think day 3?
Day 3 is going to be super crucial for India. I think that's where the test match will be decided.
Okay.
I somehow feel that anyways England will still be aggressive. And we are lacking.
They will be. Yeah.
And they are just 2 down. They have 8 more wickets in hand. And we have only 4 bowlers after losing Ashwin.
True.
So it's going to be tough. I hope we don't give away the lead. There is still 238 runs behind. But it is super optimistic for us to hope that we will not give a lead. I think we will end up giving a lead. Somehow contain that lead, not more than 75 to 100 runs max.
So you think we will give a lead?
There is कुछ भी करेंगे तो lead देंगे हम. It's a question about कितना देंगे हम लोग. But see, it's credit to the baseball style of playing cricket because 238 is a lot of runs. The traditional thinking is that क्या lead नहीं देंगे.
Correct.
But I feel like ये लोग कुछ ना कुछ करके लेंगे lead हमसे. And my only thing is कि यार maximum 75-100 runs से ऊपर नहीं देना है, right? If you don't give lead, good, but if you end up giving it, don't give more than 75-100. So I think Rohit Sharma ka fielding is very important in terms of the field placements. How he does not give away fours very easily, make them grind it, also make singles difficult. In and out field जो हम बोलते हैं, he needs to do that. And and it's an opportunity for, I would say, Kuldeep Yadav, who bowled a lot of short balls and full balls in the absence of Ashwin, to be the lead spinner, right? This is where the opportunities are created. When your star player are not there, others raise their hand and say, okay, मैं करता हूँ, right? So it's a big opportunity for him if he wants to be one of a great Indian test spinner, right? So let's see if he's able to do it.
Correct. Again, intriguing day. Third day बोलते हैं ना, third day moving day, right? वही है. This day, first session will decide कि आगे ये test match कहाँ जा रहा है, right? Is it going towards India? Is it at this point? Do you think it is still in the balance or England थोड़ा सा advantage है?
Traditional sense balance में दिखता है, but because of the baseball thing, I think they are slightly ahead. I would say 55-45 at this point.
Okay.
Good thing is Siraj and Bumrah are nippy, and Siraj is looking in decent form. So that's good. It is funny that we are speaking about fast bowlers more than spinners.
I know.
That's because how much English players are attacking spinners. Settle होने नहीं दे रहे, right? So with the sweep and pulls and whatnot. So let's see. Hopefully our fast bowlers are able to get the wickets along with spinners contributing it.
Correct.
Yeah, we have to hope for the best, but I think it's 55-45 towards England right now.
I agree. First session as usual. हर दिन का first session is important. There's no exception here. First session important होगा इंडिया के लिए. They have to pick up wickets. They have to see, ऐसा है ना कि Ben Duckett को लिया, जो रूट खड़ा है, जो रूट को लिया, तुम्हारा बेन स्टोक्स आएगा, बेन स्टोक्स गया तो फोक्स आएगा, फोक्स भी कम नहीं है, राइट? और भी है, तो है इंडिया, इंडिया हैज टू पिक क्विक विकेट्स, और आई हैव अ फीलिंग क्विक विकेट्स लेगा भी ना, फिर भी दे आर नॉट गोना स्टॉप. वी नो दैट दे गोना कीप गोइंग. यू कुड हैव अ सिचुएशन लाइक जो बोल रहा है ना, लीड हो सकता है, या दे कुड गेट बटल आउट फॉर लाइक 325 350, हु नोस. That's literally, that's the high risk cricket that they play. अपने सेक के लिए I hope it is that 325 मारो हवा में मारो और निकलते जाओ. But we'll see what happens. But
मेरे को लगता है कि only way that they'll get bundled for 325 or 350 is बुमराह को माथा चढ़ना चाहिए, उतना ही, और कुछ नहीं हो सकता.
बुमराह को माथा चढ़ेगा तभी.
और उसके लिए किसी और की बस की बात नहीं है उनको स्टॉप करने का, मेरे को लगता है.
Yeah, हाँ, है, you're right, but सिराज भी है.
I'm saying, as a fan, I'm just making random statements and trying to predict क्या सकता है.
But what I'm saying is, ऐसा मैं बोल रहा हूँ, सिराज think about England as श्रीलंका, और सिराज जा भाई बॉलिंग कर, सोच श्रीलंका वाले को बॉलिंग डाल रहा है और डाल दो. और क्या, राइट?
ऐसे करना चाहिए कि भाई जो रूट नहीं, जो मेंडिस है उसको बॉलिंग कर, जो डिसिल्वा है.
So yeah, I know कुछ भी हो सकता है. We'll fingers crossed. But PB, India, I know we wanted to talk about India England, but यार और भी क्रिकेट हो रहा है. साउथ अफ्रीका न्यूजीलैंड का टेस्ट मैच, 2 टेस्ट सीरीज जस्ट खत्म हो गया. We'll not get into the test series में बहुत कुछ चीज था. Maybe we do it separately.
Yeah.
Kane Williamson, right? Kane Williamson, we talk about Fab 4, which is Virat Kohli, Joe Root, Kane Williamson, Babar Azam. Kane Williamson ने last 7 test match, and he's played these last 7 test matches. In the last 1 year, he scored 7 centuries in the last 7 test matches. And he's played these test matches against England, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, and now South Africa. So 3 centuries against South Africa ये series में. I think 2 against Sri Lanka, 1 Bangladesh, and 1 England. So he's gone from 25 centuries, and he's leapfrogged to 32. I think ये Fab 4 में he's taken over suddenly. क्या बोलते हैं केन विलियमसन?
मैं अभी देख रहा था कि यार फैब 4 में हम लोग 4 नाम लिया है, कि मेन प्लेयर का नाम ही नहीं लिया है. फैब 5 है ये लोग. स्टीव स्मिथ को छोड़ा तूने बाहर.
स्टीव
स्मिथ is 32 centuries himself. So I think now Williamson and Steve Smith are in the same equal, but Williamson is the mellow among all the Fab 4 or Fab 5, right? I think Babaram is the junior most among all these guys, but Williamson, I think fantastic. जो करता है ना, last 2-3 साल से इतना फॉर्म में नहीं था वो.
नहीं.
Lot of injuries, even
injuries.
And even in World Cup में he was injured था, return आया, फिर से injured हुआ, ball लगा उसको and all that, right? So, but he's a fighter. He doesn't give up and silently अपना काम करता है. And he is definitely one of the legends of New Zealand cricket, along with Martin Crowe. Back in the day 90s में best cricketer माना जाता था New Zealand का. But I think he is up there in terms of top batsmen for New Zealand. And in Test cricket in this era, definitely has been spoken in the Fab 4 or Fab 5. And if he continues playing like this, he might hit 40 centuries in another 2 years. So
yeah,
I like him. He's a good guy, likable guy. But yeah, fantastic to see 7 centuries in 7 matches. Bola na?
7 test matches. Last 7 test matches. 7
I don't
centuries.
know if anybody has that kind of record.
Yeah, it's crazy. Again, superb, yaar. Superb. Test series to jeet gaya, New Zealand. There's a lot to talk about, but maybe our weekly show will cover, because around the world of cricket there is a lot more happening. Right? We'll come back with a lot more stories around the world, cricket wise. But anything last parting words, PP?
Parting words, पूजा करोगे? पूजा तो डेफिनेटली करेंगे. इंग्लैंड की इंडिया के बारे में बात करेंगे, बट लाइक यू सेड, लॉट टू डिस्कस इन टर्म्स ऑफ ऑल क्रिकेट हैपनिंग. Women's IPL start हो रहा है अभी in another few weeks. So that's
WPL.
That is, we can talk about RCB and Mumbai there as well, and all the other teams that
we can. Yeah. Mandana and Harmanpreet Kaur. फिर से तो हारोगे.
बात कर सकते हैं. अपना ललित मोदी जाग गया है उधर, कुछ तो बात कर रहा है वो कुछ कर रहा है अभी. इंग्लैंड में 100 क्रिकेट को रिवाइटलाइज करने की सोच रहा है वो. So lot to talk about, but let's focus on India England for this week, and देखेंगे कि यार फिर से देखना है कि कल मुंह में कुछ आता है कि नहीं, जो तूने बोला था लास्ट टाइम कि अपना शास्त्री भाई के लैंग्वेज में
आई नो
क्या मुंह में
आई
आता है,
नो
देखते हैं कल।
देखते फर्स्ट सेशन की आगे का आगे देखेंगे।
या
ऑलराइट, परफेक्ट। ऑलराइट पीपी, दैट इज इट फॉर टुडे। अगर आपको हम जो कर रहे हैं ये पसंद आ रहा है, लाइक कीजिए, शेयर कीजिए, सब्सक्राइब कीजिए। फिर मिलेंगे कल, तब तक के लिए जय श्री राम।
जय राम जी की।